Give it a second. Maybe it'll come on. Congratulations, Wyatt, on being first. Alright, looks like we're back. Looks like we're good. Will never happen again. Hey, you gotta take advantage when you can. That's the key strategy. Need to get everything up and running again. Had to just fully like force shut down my computer because it just froze entirely. So you come here often? Oh, yo, stream just started. Yeah. I just went live for the first time. We're gonna be playing Animal Crossing tonight. It's gonna be a great time. We love Animal Crossing. Just, you know, my favorite game of all time. I've never not played Animal Crossing for a stretch of time. I've always constantly played it consistently from when it released to now. I've never taken a break. You can't prove otherwise. Alright, so I'm going to switch to the Switch screen, and I'm going to pray that it doesn't break everything. I'm dropping a concerning amount of frames still. Hold on. Why? Don't stop. We good? We good? You settled yourself? You done? You done having a panic attack? We can get it going. All right. Anyways, as I was gonna say, Cat wanted me to flip a coin, so here I have a Crobat. Heads is Chrissy and Francine. Tails is Ione. If it lands dead on the side and stays there, it's Pietro. Cool? Cool. I fully missed it. Chrissy and Francine. Boop, 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 boop. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Rigged. Hold on. I'm trying to balance it. Hold on. I'll do my best. Wait, what if I put it in my keyboard? Nope, it still won't balance. Well, I tried. I did my absolute best. Started around Christmas, but don't tell Rye. I don't know why you act like Rye doesn't know that you have a Switch, but sure. I'm glad this place has such a good atmosphere. Yeah, come to my vacation home planning services. Let's chat. What are we waiting for? You have a lot of ideas. I'm sure you do. So excited to discuss the details of my home with you. My ideal vacation home would be something along these lines. Home for a classy designer. A rack of clothes, a sewing machine, and a picture of Chrissy. And I know that Chrissy's requirements includes a picture of Francine. So I'll make sure to have both. Don't you worry. I'll make sure we have both options accounted for. We need stage lights, a flower stand, and Francine's photo for Chrissy's. So we'll make sure to have both. We'll have both fully set up. Now the question is, where do we want a fashion studio / runway. I feel like the cop-out answer is here because it's always here. This is always where I default to when I want something that's like in the city, but this one's pretty. I feel like you could do a lot with the outside on A1. D3 you could probably do something with. I'd say A1. He's not said anything to your knowledge. I mean, aren't you friends on Switch with him? I don't know. There's something to it. A1 does have the sauce. I'm down to do A1. Oh hey, I'm live, guys. Did you see? I am live playing Animal Crossing, New Horizons. And he doesn't question the name. Yeah, because your name is not Die Hard. Like, look, I'm gonna be really like blatantly honest with you for a second. That's not fooling anyone. If I saw somebody who was named not Die Hard add me on their Switch account, I would be like, oh, Die Hard got a Switch. Okay. I don't think he would just add randomly. 2 floors or not 2 floors? What is my suggestion? 2 floors. 2 floors is probably best for me. More is more, after all. I mean, true. More is more. Couldn't agree more, Francine. Francine's sisterly, right? Or is she snooty? I think she's... I don't know. Is she snooty or sisterly? Because I think Chrissy is peppy. Seeing it with my own eyes. Well, it's stunning. Yeah, I think you're snooty. On pins and needles. Francine is snooty. That makes sense. I feel like all the snooty villagers have those same kind of eyes. The, like, you know, halfway down, sassy eyes. All right. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. All right. First and foremost, this is going to be a runway. So I'm thinking we want it to be longer than it is wide. Could either do a 10x6 or a 10x8. I feel like 10x6. I'll start with 10x6 and we'll see if we can change our opinions. All right. Walls, I would think like dark room, right? Maybe like crowd even. What if I do... Isn't there like a crowd? Hold on. And then we do... I know there's one here somewhere. I don't know where it is though. There. Make it dark in here. right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Do like a dark, I think dark floor, and then have like a runway that like stands out. It's like that might work. How do we make a runway? Rugs, I assume. Get like a light wood, maybe? We could do wood. We could also do red carpet. Though we can't reach red carpet from end to end. Do white wood also. Okay. Apparently I cannot select multiple. The other thing... Maybe I could do like a custom design? If I were to do... the red carpet... I feel like that would be too close. But this feels like it's too short. What if we have like a stage and then the runway? Something like this. And then have... That's still a half. Have like... Either... No, not that. She likes that for some reason. Something like either that or... This is the hardest part for figuring out this bottom floor. Once we figure this out, I feel like the rest will come smoothly. Let me go out of here. Let's make a custom design for the end of the walkway. So this would be one tile, so we need two of these across. In like a circle pattern. How do we make circles in this game? It's been so long since I've done anything. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I have you guys. It's been so long since I've done any kind of, like, any kind of custom design in this game that I forgot there was a circle tool. Okay, you updated the name. Congratulations, Die Hard. I think it's a little too late, probably. But, you know. The problem is this is too small. I need one that would go from, like, here to here. It's just gonna be too small. It doesn't go any bigger. Stamp the small and draw. Okay, yeah, just let me just. All right, copy that. Cool. Like, you're good. I'm just giving you a hard time for the sake of it. It's maybe. Like, that's gonna be too long. Straight. Yeah. That ain't gonna work. DMs. I got you. So if we do threes, threes, two, two. No, it becomes jagged. It becomes way too jagged at that point. Hmm. It's jagged at the edges, but I think we'll manage. I don't know that we're going to be able to get it better with this tool. How do we do this? 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. So this will be there. No. Wrong. Incorrect. I can't count. That's my problem. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. 1, 2, 3. What? Why did this one pixel not get filled? A pixel circle guide? Uh, I could. I'll probably come back and fix it later. Oh. All right, it's yeah, that's what I meant to call it. One, two, three, four. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on in. Change to clear. I don't even care anymore. There you go. We got Rud and Rukud. That's not what I meant to do. No, I'm not ready to wrap up for now. No, no, I'm not. I don't know my buttons anymore. It's been a minute. Give me a sec. Just bear with me. Tile mat. It's a completely different color. It's a completely different color. closer. Not that much saturation out of it. I'm gonna lose my mind just making a fucking semicircle to end the carpet. That's gonna be what's the death of me, huh? Good enough. Again, I will fix it in post. They don't even match each other. Okay, they match each other. They don't match the rug. Exactly. Maybe a little bit darker. Darker still. One of these will work. There it is. That's the one. Too darker. It's still slightly different, but it matches pretty close. My buttons are so all over the place. I haven't played Animal Crossing in way too long. There we go. That's pretty much it. It's like slightly different, but it's also partially going to be because of the texture. It just won't ever be like perfect. All right. I'm going to do like pillar. Maybe like with like a white marble pillar. Okay, if I could select it. In the corners here. To accentuate like the stage. I have an idea. Not sure to work, but it also might put me in danger of like item limits. don't know why I'm using wooden and not matching. But what if I... Hold on. First, let me fix all this. I'm thinking too many things at the same time. I'm gonna make another custom design. It's gonna be my best custom design to date. Are you guys ready to see true artistry? This is gonna be what they write about in textbooks for years to come. We're finished. It's beautiful. Just look at it in all its majesty. Nope. Let me go here first. Go to the walls. Where are my keys? I could also just use like this, which might look better, that I already have. Yeah, that's better, but it's fine. Set these there. There we go. That gives a little bit of extra pizzazz. Try to make the stage look as like nice and fancy as possible. Those conflict. Okay. Do they? Apparently, yes, they do. I can move those to the middle. Do I have something that doesn't hang as low? Ooh, that's it. That's a winner. I like the way that looks. That's very pretty. All right. Let's get ourselves a rug for white square tile. They don't have a 2x2 red, do they? They don't. All right, we need to figure out something with the stage. I like the way that this looks, but we need to figure out something that'll make it like pop, right? Um use the drapes to hide those. So that gives us at least a little bit of like light coming there. I still need more light for the actual. Oh, these. Those are the ones that I was looking for. I'm just a fool and missed them entirely. Off center. There we go. Can I put something else up there? Just kind of like block it. I could see if there's a custom design for like Chrissy that would fit on that sign. To the internet, to people who are more talented than me. Criteria search. Chrissy. That is how you spell it, right? Yeah. Something with a like transparent or black background. That could work. I think that one could work really well. Look at those circles that I couldn't make because I'm not talented. Bet. So now if we use that on that sign, that will like hide the lights more effectively. The question then becomes, I need to light still the like runway itself. perfect. That's perfect, actually. Would these, if I put them on the walls, would they light the runway? And from there, they're too high. They don't have like a direct light on, but they do light it up. They're not going to be direct lights on. I'm going to put them higher. How wide were they? 2 apart. 3 from the wall. Should have them equal. Perfect. I hate that you can only get like both of them like straight on. Otherwise one disappears. But I need to figure out how to fill this. I think I just do the same thing as I did for this, but I just make a full square and just place 4 of them down right here to make like the red carpet coming out of the curtains. Hypothetically. Hypothetically. Hear me out. This might go too far into like rock show territory. Yeah, I don't know. I think it goes too far from fashion show. Because I'm trying to... I'd love to do like confetti, but the confetti doesn't constantly spray. Could do bubbles. Let me get flowers. Some sort. To fill out the stage a little bit more. I wish you could stack rugs. Imagine. Do any of the mannequins look like they're walking? Not terribly from what I remember. Let's look at them. I think I'm gonna use the mannequins, but probably not here. I'll probably use them upstairs in like the designer studio. Because the person who's walking the stage down here is Chrissy. There ain't nobody else on this stage. Could also do this. Can this be placed on a rug? I like that. What are my color options? Ooh. That's the one. What's good, Omni? I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just botch it because I'm tired and not thinking. Hi, how are you? How is Monkey Ball? How you doing? Well, I'm thinking about it. Let me change the entryway too. Yeah, that'll work. Turn back off the lights. I need some kind of like seating type situation. Like benches, but not like ugly ones, right? Because this is a extravagant event. Wedding bench? I don't have them. I don't have any of the wedding stuff, unfortunately. Could do the like cool chairs. Just came by to say hi before bed. Hope stream is good. Appreciate you stopping in. If you mail me one and I open it, does it count as in my catalog of items? Yes, I believe so. Because when you put Chrissy in, you could change it. That could work. Alright, so I'll do this for now, and then we'll see if I like the others better. Because I don't think that looks bad. The, like, VIP seats. Yeah, cat's not real. That's bothersome. But I can't line them up. Also, hypothetically, I think it's under miscellaneous, isn't it? Instead of the bubble machines, I could do these on the sides instead of the plants. Thank you, I can't speak. Thank you, me for the woman. Hope you have a good night. Take care of yourself. Appreciate you stopping in to say hello. I didn't mean to do that. Would a double pillow look better than the single? What are we thinking? Double pillow or a single pillow? Double? I agree. Can I fit one back here without it messing with stuff too much? Yes. There we go. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I can't speak words very would right now. I'm having a seizure. Could also do these pillars. I wonder if the pillars in front of this will look better. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, everything that I'm not wanting to grab. Pillar or double column. I think we keep the double for the back. But do we like the pillar or the double more in the front? Def double. Yeah, I don't like those by the door. I feel like this just frames the stage really well. it makes it very, like, you focus there immediately. Also go... I don't know where it is here, but... this. Alright, so we need music in here somehow. What's the best way? What would, like, fit in the space the best? Also, this is not the song I would pick for this. Going to lay down in bed? Sounds good, Die Hard. I like the harp. I like the idea of the harp, but I don't know that it fits. Either here, or I could put them... I can't fit them on stage. What about next to stage? I think they would mess up the... They wouldn't be able to because of the lights. I kind of like them next to stage. And I like the little bit of asymmetry that they add. And I like the idea of having pink and blue flowers together. To have flowers for both. You have flowers for Francine and flowers for Chrissy. I do wish you could put stuff on top of the stereos. It feels like there's just that perfect spot right in the middle there that you could definitely put something on top of. I'm too close. I don't think so. Just more space to work with on the other side. The other thing is, realistically, I don't need to have seating because I have the crowd. But I like the idea of having, like, VIP seating. If I could put those cameras at an angle, I feel like that would be perfect, right? If I could put, like, these, but, like, angle them at, like, a 45 towards the stage, that would be perfect. Alas, they don't let you angle things in this game. Those there. And then we... Nope. Rotate you. Shoot there. I think that looks good. Curious how this would look, if it would become too busy or not. I feel like the blue is closer. Does that make it too busy in here? Also, hypothetically, could I find a similar design for Francine that I found for Chrissy and put both of them up? I know this is technically supposed to be like Chrissy's stage and Francine's the like designer, but I like the idea of like blending them together, right? INE. Cool. That one's pretty close. That one would definitely work. They might be by the same person, they might not be. I didn't check, but... The style's a little bit different, which is a shame, but like... Lord knows I'm not going to be able to make one better, so... I also think I might get rid of these. Now that I've got the floor lights and those lights, I feel like it's a little bit busy. Crowds the space a little bit too much. I think this is coming together nice. Is there anything else that we like need to have here? There's not a pink one. I was gonna say, I know there's a blue car. And I was wondering if I could put two cars outside, a pink and a blue one. But there's not a pink one. I think that's all we really need down here. And I think the upstairs is like full contrast mode, right? This is like a dark, you know, dimly lit area with a lot of like signs and stuff. I don't know that I like that just alone. Maybe better like this, going all the way across, or would it be better just not at all? I think going all the way across is better. Keeps it from being too barren. Keeps it from being too symmetrical. Like, it's symmetrical, but it's like, I like that little bit of asymmetry as well. All right, what music do we like? Obviously, I feel like we're gonna put this upstairs because it's almost like blasphemy not to put this in their house. I feel like this is the upstairs music. This could work. This definitely has like fashion show kind of vibes. I think this is perfect. Did send me the wedding bench. Don't think it'll work in this area, but now I have it for the future. Perfect. All right. So in contrast from downstairs, I want this area to be like bright. I want this area to be like really bright. With a lot of like cute. That feels kind of applicable. That feels almost more applicable. Pink wall with blue hearts on it. Let's do this wall. All right, hold on. Let's I want this to be bigger. This might be a 10 by 10, honestly. Maybe an 8 by 10. Let's do an 8 by 10 in this direction. Yeah, but I said I wanted it brighter. So putting a picture of myself in there kind of defeats the purpose, right? I'm gonna try to do some like optical illusion stuff. I'm not good with these like window walls at all. I've never been good at them. But I'd like to see if I can make something work here. Different colored corner wall. Make this look a little bit smoother. No. God, no. What kind of pink is that? I have like a really tall. Might be in like dressers. What are they under? What's all the like closet stuff under? Here it is. And then like a small rack. Maybe this one. Something smaller. Perfect. There you go. So there's all their like, you know, clothes storage, right? That's where they keep all the, you know, stuff that they're manufacturing, all their, you know, whatever. She is shocked by those flowers. She cannot believe. The ingenious of using those flowers. Where's these? That shoeboxes. Put those up here. So many options. That's perfect though. That fills those walls without having anything on the walls. Right? Which is the thing that I have to figure out when I'm using these partition walls like this. Completely like fills the space without having anything actually on the walls. So now I want some kind of like workstation for Chrissy and like a, like prep station, whatever. Or a workstation for Francine and a prep station for like Chrissy. I wish the different colors did different poses. I will say. I didn't mean to go downstairs. Oopsies. I shouldn't have put that in now because that will be stuck in my head for the rest of all time. All right. How do I want to set this up? I'm shocked that the cute vanity isn't in the like suggested. What's that? It's kind of like a dresser, isn't it? Probably is if I was doing Chrissy and not Francine. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. It's already happened. I'm looking for stuff, and I'm not even sure that I can put stuff on top of this. Should probably have made sure of that first. But, I wonder if music box would be better. I kind of like the music box. It's not as, like, high energy, which I don't feel like it needs to be here. Yeah, I can't even put anything on top of that vanity. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I used something like this. I don't know. I'd need something on the end of it, I feel like. You're still awake? Congratulations, Die Hard. Happy for you. Or not, depending on if you don't want to be awake. Where was... It's down here, isn't it? The, like, makeup kit, accessory stand, etc. There it is. Like those switched. I feel like this is actually, like, perfectly what Chrissy would have. And what I should change is this cloth down here. Alright, so I'm gonna need something to fill, like, this space here, somewhat. And then maybe something in the middle of the room, too. Man, why can't I, like, corner those in a nice, like, pretty way? How dare they? They're too big to go together like that. Even though they very clearly don't intersect just because of their patterning. What do I still need? Chrissy's photo and a sewing machine. I didn't mean to go back downstairs. Oops. What if... I'm gonna throw a wrench in everything now at this point, but what if I give them workstations on opposite sides? Rather than having them, like, catty corner like this, what if I gave them opposite sides and had the closet section be the middle? Like, shrink the room size. Just grab everything here. and kind of turn this idea sideways. Make this wall the accent. Make it just an 8x8 room. Oh gosh. Go there. Putting on the music box was a mistake too, because it's gonna put me to sleep. It's so like peaceful and calming and relaxing. Boom, 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 boom. I might have to use a different vanity. Or something entirely different as a vanity. I like the cute one a lot. It fits in the space, but it's too small. I hit the wrong button. Why can't I put stuff on top of that? Hate it here. Just remodeled your island's Ione house. Ooh. How is it? Cute. I'll be interested to see it later. What do I do with the middle of this space? I could have the mannequin be there, I guess. Kind of like in between the two of them. I kind of like that. You can no longer keep your eyes open. Get some rest, Die Hard. Appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourself. Isn't there like a fabrics sewing project? What can I put on top of the dresser over here? What would go well up there? Star clock. TV. I didn't move the whole thing. Hello. Oh, I'm still. Um. What about like flowers? What kind of flowers do I have? Need more stuff on the walls. I think that will help me determine what more I need in the room. Um, at this point, I just need a little bit more, like, clutter, so to speak, right? I could put both of their photos as wall photos instead. If I want to clear up more desk space. Actually, I think I only have Francine's photo as I haven't done Chrissy's house yet. Oh no. It gives me both. Cool. Um, it's bigger than I thought it was. We can put the fragrance diffuser there. What's up, Hawk? How's it going? I'm digging that emote. That's a cool emote. How are you? How's your night? Or day, or morning, or whatever time it is for you. Whatever time it might be. Thank you for the shout out. Marbles on stream. Ooh. I've never done marbles on stream. I've always been interested to do it, but I just never have. Um, get a little wastebasket there, I guess. It's fun enough. It makes you a little self-conscious. That's fair. I can see it. I think I moved this over here. I think this is just about done. Unless I can find something else that like I really need in the room. I think this is it. I did think about doing one of these. I just worry about it having too much. It's too big. It would have to like replace the mannequins, and I kind of like the mannequins as is. That's a little bit smaller, but still. If you're cursed upstairs, Final Fantasy. Yeah. I can definitely I'm definitely one of those people who I understand the like mannequin thing. It personally doesn't get to me, but I get it. Can I put Pippa on top of this and not have it be clipping through something? No. I need to move this over. There we go. See, it's not mannequins for you. What is it for you? I like the mannequins in this simply because of the like contrast, right? I have like the blue side and the pink side for each of them, and then like flipping it. The weeping angel mechanic, yes. Weeping angel is awful. I hate it. And it's usually applied to mannequins, I agree. I think this is done. I think this is done. This is amazing. I'm pretty pleased with it. I like the contrast of the two of them and their little like studio, and then to like the runway. But yes, hopefully you've made it okay. Is my hope. Those custom design stacked clothes. You're leaving soon. Oh, gosh, you're leaving late. Or I guess early. Depending. No, these are just patterns. The ones in the room are just patterns. Normal patterns, and then the ones in the middle are the like patterned dresses. The ones that Sable gives you. Yeah, make sure you take care. Get some good rest when you get there and stuff. What's on the wall in the back? It's the hold on. with the big stacks. It's the what's the wallpaper called? It's a partition wall illusion. I'm using the partitions, and it's the like whatever, it's retail store wallpaper. Apparel shop wallpaper. To make it appear, because I didn't want to have the whole wall, and I like having like just a little section of it. All right, Francine, I think you're done. Where do I want to take a picture here? I think I probably won't take a picture anyways. Oh, I need to do outside. I can take a picture later. I still need to do outside. I won't take a picture like proper until they're both here. So ready. I'm gonna absolutely kill it. How do I want to do this outside? I think I want it to be more like, I don't want to say industrialized, but like that's the best word I can come up with. I want it to be more like a business exterior. I put this here. Ooh. Hold on. And like a smaller one in front of it. Or just that and center it. I like just that and center it. I could do display case outside. Since one didn't fit in there. Like an exterior piece. Let's do one of these. Do that. Do I think white. White exterior. Pink roof. Pink door. Blue heart. I need to add a little bit more blue around it, but I think that would work. What I could do, oh, what I could do up here is a flower area. Have like a flower arrangement of white, blue, and pink. Do wind flowers? I could do... I feel like windflowers is the best one. Or not windflower, Hykenith. That's the one I'm thinking of. There. 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 No, whites up there. Make it a little bit later in the day. Ooh, I like that. Just before evening. Maybe like a sign or something? Can't do it on the hill, but I can do it beside it. I don't think I'm going to use the glow moss for this. Move this forward just a touch. Put a fence behind it. I could do like a, simple fence. Make it like white. Or I could have... No. That's too heavy. I like this. Give me some arched stone. Move it from back there. Have like a little side seating. Hi, Basley. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Maybe we just go here and then just take it to the bridge. I like that. Doing pretty well. We're finishing the exterior of what will be Chrissy and Francine's house combined. Right now it's just Francine, but I have Chrissy's amiibo card to scan in order to make them roommates as they should be. But yeah, that's about it for us. How about yourself? What you up to? What you doing? Need to do that at some point? Yeah, it's been like one that I feel like I knew I would do eventually. And then Francine was on our Happy Home Island, and I was like, "Oh, well, I guess today is the day." White. Do I have to go light blue? Light blue. Perfect. All reliable. If I don't know what to put outside a house, I always put one of those. I feel like it's just every time. Not too much. Finished a fantastic book, and now you're playing some New Leaf. A couple of friends wanted to get it going again, so even though we fully still play New Horizons, we've decided one Animal Crossing isn't enough. Understandable. It's so easy to just get lost in Animal Crossing and want to just play it nonstop that I cannot blame you at all. Bench chair. Any closer? No. Perfect. Alright. What do we want over here becomes the question. How do we fill this space? Says the dude who hasn't played in 2 months. I'm gonna expose myself right now. It's fine. It's my second most played game on Switch, I think. It's fine. Not my fault y'all didn't revolt when I stopped playing on stream. When I was playing other things, because this is a variety stream. Rookie hours. I know. It's fine. I like to think that it's not how long, but how you use it, personally. And I like to think I've used my hours properly. Do I want them there, or do I want them back more? I could do... If I do back here, I could put something in front. I have one space worth for like a corner piece. Like a pillar, maybe? I like that. 1400, slowly getting up there. Dropped it a lot in 2021 until Happy Home. Yeah. And, you know, not to be the one who's calling people out or anything, but, you know, also hasn't played in like 2 months. Yeah. But, you know. Can I fit the gazebo in? Can I fit the gazebo? I could remove one of these back here right now. It's still not enough space. Our friend Obst has over 3,000. Obst, if you're looking for Animal Crossing streamers, you will find none better than Obst. Love Obst? Perfect. That's what we love to hear. Obst is the best. We love Obst around here. He was just here not long ago. I don't know if he's still hanging around. I know he's got his trip and whatnot to get rid of, or get ready for. I tried to call you out and fit. Yeah, whatever. So rip me. Yeah, well, what can you do? Thank you for the follow. Well, I want to finish this out. A friend of Obst has to be a friend of yours. I can live with that logic. Not falsely call people out. Well, for a second you thought that was a PCG message. Yeah, my bot just does things a lot of the time. It sends messages, it says things. I don't have control over it anymore. I've stopped trying to have control over it. It will do what it will do, and that's kind of, you know, I've learned to live with it. You played 2 weeks ago and I still got it wrong. Look, listen. I have very clearly been very focused on this house, and I'd appreciate you not roasting me for things that I didn't hear properly. Why don't I put like a hedge down? Behind the stuff here. Hold on. I have to remember how to play this game. I like that. I just need to figure out this space. What do I want to do with that space? It doesn't need to be something like big or, you know, anything. It just needs to be something. Could put just like a tree. Did you see a topiary? Yeah, there is a topiary. What's it under? I don't remember what it's under. It's very pretty, and I like it, but I don't know that it would fit. Is my concern. Because it's the same size as the gazebo. Partitions, maybe? I don't know where it was. It's big, though. I don't know that it would fit too well. Plant and plants, probably. Look. Look, man, I'm trying my best. What about... Would it fit? I need to go big. It's a little too big. If I pull back this by 1, it could work, but I don't know. I don't know that that would be worth it. Kind of takes away from like the sophisticated aesthetic too. Fountain. It's the same size, but how about the shell one? Shell one could go over there. Fill that space a little bit more. I don't hate that. Don't worry, guys. I got the perfect thing. She loves it. She loves it. Guys, I think this is a winner if ever I've seen one. Who am I to argue with the client, you know? If the client thinks it's good, then clearly I've done something right. Um, oh, that harp is tiny. That harp is so small. A little, like a stool next to the harp look like? Can I get this in a color that works? I don't love it. It's not bad, but I don't love it. Flashbacks to Alpha Punchy. Oh no, not like this. I'm stuck on this little corner, man. This is like the last bit for this, and I am stuck. I like the way that looks. Doesn't help with the problem that I have already, but it's something. Or I just do, like, plants of some sort. Do some flowers. Do some... He's too big. What about like a baby tree? I don't hate baby tree. I wish I could rotate it, but I don't hate baby tree there. I also just had a thought of could I get like a star piece? Put it right up there. Perfect. It knew where I wanted it. Perfect. I think that looks good. That came together nicely. Took a bit of thinking, but... Alright, so we have our runway. We have our fashion studio. We'll take a picture of her on the way out, because it won't be the final picture. I think we take the picture up here. The final picture. It's ready. So cute. I'm pleased with this. I'm really pleased with the upstairs. I think it came together really nicely. I forgot I have to take a picture here. There you go. It's a temporary one. Enjoy your new vacation home. Would I care to join you? I should get going. I'll do a proper tour of the place once I come back with Chrissy. I will work a little longer. I'm curious who took her spot, too. Did she just perfume those roses? I believe so. Maybe watered them. Tough to say. She did something to them. Not you, Norma. Spend my time in a gorgeous old manor. Interesting. Misted water. I didn't look at it close enough to know. Alright. Nico, I need to go visit a client. Where do I want to go? The one that I just left. Perfume bottle of water. Could have been. The last house that I did was the fucking streamer house for Maddie. I just realized. It's a good thing I got a nice, cute, wholesome one in. Wallpaper. Ringside seating. What you mean? There's just something about Maddie's house that... how are things? Cute and so wholesome. What can I do for you? How's your home? Let's talk roommates. As in share my vacation home with someone? That's a development. Rather sudden, but I'm so intrigued. I have to ask what we to do this right away. Leave it to me. It's so unlike me to get this excited. I'll leave the rest in your capable hands. They were roommates! Welcome back, Aqua. Let's talk roommates. Okay, you can find our client here, the perfect roomie, right? The perfect roomie. Don't even, like, second guess it. Find a roommate for Francine. Literally, if there was ever a question. Hi, you feel much better? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Find a roommate for Francine. Yep. Don't worry, I have just the person. I have just the person in mind. Yes. What? Share a vacay home? Let me check my roomie out and see if they're right for you. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure, Chrissy. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Their order requested a photo of you, so, you know... You think so too? Seems like the two of you are already getting along really well. It's almost like they're, you know, supposed to be a pair. Do you think moving in together a try? Didn't think we'd click this well, but here we are. I totes think I can safely say that I'm curious about what sharing a space would be like. Let's do it. Look at them. Queens. I really like both of them, but not enough to have either one on my island. So looking forward to seeing my design. My design is already done. This is the first floor. So, Chrissy wanted a runway for her fashion show. And Francine wanted a studio to make clothes for the runway. So this is our runway with our beautiful little stage. All the cheering, adoring fans. And then upstairs is our little studio. Each of them have their own little workspace. Wish they made them two entirely... Imagine one wants like a demolition derby out of nowhere. Chrissy's just like, I want a racetrack. It's so cute. I am very pleased with how this came out. Yeet myself out of existence. I think I might need to go further in the room. Yeet myself out of existence. Chrissy will look at me, but Francine won't. Francine. Francine. Alright, well, Francine's not gonna look at the camera, I guess. She's reading. Yeah, she doesn't have time for our shenanigans. Look at them. But I gave Francine an ironing board, a sewing kit, and all the like fabrics and stuff. Well, I gave Chrissy the makeup and the nail kit and the accessories and the big mirror and everything. So they're both ready for their side of the act. Perfect. All right. Francine, it's ready. Home for a classy designer. You happy with the theme? I'll pick a new name. It can't just be for a designer. What do we call this place? Fashion house? Classy business owners? Fashion rabbits? Fashion friends? Mode Usagi. Hold on, I got it. The designer duo. Could do the designer duo, I guess. Actually. There you go. The designer duo. Ba-da-ba-ba. They're both standing in line with the dresses. Francine, that's not your side of the room. The wear hairs. That's pretty good. I should get going. We'll be waiting with bated but minty fresh breath. See you later. I'm pleased with that one. I think that came out really well. I get another 20K. I did no extra work. I literally just moved them in and changed the name and got 20,000 more dollars. That's crazy. My teddy bear backpack, it's amazing, isn't it? I have it on my normal person too. It's so cute. I love it. Gimme, honestly, I want one. Like, in real life, I want one. Does putting shit in savings actually do anything for me? Should I put, like, you know, money in my savings account? It's not like I limit how much I can carry on my person. Alright, well. That's about 5 hours. Counting our, you know, interruption in the middle. So I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Let me see if I can't find somebody for us to raid. I don't know if we have people on already or if we can find a new Animal Crossing person who might also be doing Happy Home. Let's look at Animal Crossing. That's Pokemon. That's not Animal Crossing. Hold on a minute. Treasure Island, Treasure Island, Treasure Island. That's a really cute layout. I don't speak Japanese though, so that one doesn't work. Treasure Island, Treasure Island, Treasure Island. This dude is watching Family Guy. Just like straight up. That's just Family Guy. Fair enough. Villager hunting. Oh, hey, there's me. I don't see like anybody doing Happy Home though. Pokemon Crossing, please. Give that to me. Inject it into my soul. Oh. Is this person? This person is doing, it looks like Happy Homes. Finally someone. This is a VTuber by the name of The Rose Wine, whose title is Woo-wee, and I think that's perfect. So let's go raid somebody new. The Rose Vine. Rose is great. Perfect. We've got our in. There we go. Apparently Basley knows every Animal Crossing streamer, knows all the good ones, so I trust their recommendation. But yes, I will be back on Friday. I can go full screen for this. Haha. I'll be back on Friday for something Pokemon related. I'm not sure yet exactly what, but something Pokemon on Friday. Saturday will be the international competition, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that. Next week I'll have streams on Monday and either Tuesday, Wednesday, or maybe Tuesday, Thursday. We'll see if I can pull it off. And then I'll be gone for the rest of the weekend. Those streams will be at least one Pokemon stream, at least one Koromon stream, because I enjoyed that and I want to play more of it. And then something else. If we get a third one, we'll see. So yeah, hope you all have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Send a lot of love to the Rose Vine. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.